What's going on, everybody? My name is Aiden and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, now that the Bulls have officially committed to Josh Giddey long-term and vice versa, I want to talk about players that are going to really truly benefit with having Josh Giddey in the team. Now, with that being said, you could arguably say everybody, but I feel like certain players could get a little bit of a benefit compared to others. And I want to talk about it in this video. Before we get any further, if you like the video and you want to see more from me, drop a like, drop a follow, and or subscribe if you are new. And let me know which players do you believe will benefit with the addition of Josh Giddey into the team. For certain reasons, it's not all just about his playmaking ability, for example, which I think a lot of people will jump to. There's going to be other reasons as well. And Josh Giddey definitely does take the burden a lot off of some guys. So with that being said, the first player I want to talk about is someone that I feel like you didn't expect, and his name is Isaac Okoro. I think Isaac Okoro is going to benefit a lot from a guy like Josh Giddey for a couple of reasons. First and foremost, we know from recent times with the Cleveland Cavaliers, Isaac Okoro is not a tremendous three-point shooter, and he's not a tremendous scorer in general. And that affects stats. But I don't think Isaac Okoro has played with anyone like Josh Giddey in his time with Cleveland. I mean, they just haven't been a very amazing playmaking sort of team. They're a great team, don't get me wrong, but Josh Giddey is a phenomenal playmaker and someone that's going to love to pass the players in transition and someone that's going to run the tempo very well. So I think a guy like Isaac Okoro, now that he's on a team where he probably has more freedom to take more shots, as well as the fact that he's playing with someone who's going to get him the ball probably more often than when he had the ball for Cleveland. So more ball touches, more usage, all of that sort of thing. With Josh Giddey on the team, it's going to help a guy like Isaac Okoro get more points on the board than probably what you'd expect with the Cleveland Cavaliers. I would be stunned. I'm going to put it this way. I'd be stunned if Isaac Okoro doesn't average more points per game here than he does with Cleveland. For obviously, Cleveland's a better team, and they don't need Okoro to score as much as maybe the Bulls might. But I also feel like playing with Josh Giddey will definitely impact that as well. So I think he's going to benefit from that. And having a defender as well, like Okoro, will definitely benefit Giddey as well. So it's going to be a very interesting partnership if that's going to be our starting five going forward with those two players in the lineup. Should be quite interesting. But we're going to turn to another player in the starting lineup, and it's going to be our big man, our center, and Nikola Vucevic. I think what makes it so interesting is that Vucevic is going to have a little bit less burden put on him in terms of crashing the boards. Because let's be honest, you don't need me to explain it, but I'll explain it if you're relatively new. The Bulls have always been a team that loves to play small ball. So essentially, Vucevic has been playing with power forwards like Javonte Green and Derrick Jones Jr., Patrick Williams, guys like Otto Porter, guys that are maybe 6'6" to 6'8" at best, but they're not true power forwards and they don't really play any sort of help defense, and they definitely don't help on the glass. So all the burden has fell on Vucevic to grab rebounds. That's why we've not been a great rebounding team in the past. That's also why we have, I guess, Vucevic averaging a double-double every night. It's because he has to get every rebound. And most players are not willing to crash the glass. But Josh Giddey is different. Yes, he's not a true power forward, but he is 6'8", so he's a very tall guard, but he has an act for really crashing the glass at certain moments. And it will take the pressure off of Vucevic. And because Josh Giddey does something like this, it will make other guards obligated to do the same. So Josh Giddey grabbing a rebound, it could potentially allow guys like Kobe White or Io to also come in and help on the glass. Maybe Patrick Williams will jump into the fray as well. When one player does something, it is contagious. Josh Giddey is a phenomenal rebounder as a guard, and that will allow other players to kind of feel that energy and try to replicate it on the glass as well. So I think Vucevic is going to be a big beneficiary for Josh Giddey as well. He's going to definitely take a burden off of Vucevic off of the glass. We have more players to talk about as well, ladies and gentlemen. Matas Buzelis is another one. I think Matas Buzelis will definitely benefit off of Josh Giddey. Now, Matas Buzelis could eventually become a number one option for the Chicago Bulls team. But, with every number one option, you would love to have someone that can get you the ball in your spots. And that's what Josh Giddey could do for you, ladies and gentlemen. So Josh Giddey's playmaking will help Matas Buzelis hopefully become the superstar we want him to be. And I feel like that is just an absolute gem to have on your team at the moment. It's a lot of high praise for Josh Giddey, and I do expect a lot of big things from him, and that's why those big expectations will allow other players to thrive. This is the best part about having a playmaker. This is why we all love Lonzo Ball so much as well. Lonzo Ball has a knack of making everybody around him better because he's a willing passer and he gets players in their spots. It is a beautiful asset to have, and Josh Giddey being able to do something very similar will allow guys like Matas Buzelis to thrive as a starter next season. I really hope that could be the case. But I also want to talk about the rookie, Noah Esenge. Now, I don't personally feel like Noah Esenge is going to jump right into the fray and become a Chicago Bulls player from the very get-go. But whenever he gets his chance to play for this Bulls team, eventually it will happen. Having someone like Josh Giddey that could get you an easy bucket, maybe even make you feel more comfortable at the NBA level, for a rookie that could be everything. I mean, some rookies just don't feel comfortable, you know? Maybe they're passive. They don't want to inflict too much of their own will into the game. They want to be a team player. Maybe they're a bit hesitant, whatever the case may be. We definitely have experience of this in the past. So Noah Esenge could be that type of player. Come in, maybe be a little bit too passive because he doesn't want to do too much. He doesn't want to overplay and stuff of that nature. He just wants to play within the rhythm of the game. And Josh Giddey could help him break out of that sort of cycle and truly make Noah Esenge the player that he can be. Having a guard that's going to be willing to get a rookie the ball in certain situations where they are able to take a shot and they are able to get to the places where they feel comfortable in, it could be very perfect for him. So I think Noah Esenge is another one as well. And we should be very, very, very happy that he'll have someone like Josh Giddey to play with. And even guys like Trey Jones and Io as well. They're all very capable playmakers at this level. But Josh Giddey seems to be, you know, the guy that we're going to turn to for a lot of those areas. I just think, yeah, there's a lot more, but those are really the specific players I had in mind upon making this video. But ultimately, he benefits the whole team. And I think any playmaker will benefit a team. A lot of teams now are looking for big wings, big guards, you know, to kind of play in a certain style. You know, you're looking at a lot of the league now, and it's really about 6'8", 6'10" forwards that could do a little bit of everything. And, you know, that's the new meta in the game of basketball. But Josh Giddey can hold his own in that regard, but he's also a true point guard. And that cannot be understated. That cannot be ignored. So I very much value what he's going to bring to the Chicago Bulls. I think he'll make guys like Kobe White better, of course. He'll make guys like Patrick Williams better. He'll make everybody better. That's why it was so important to keep him around. When you lose a playmaker and you lose a guy like Josh Giddey that played so phenomenal in the second half of the season, it will drag everybody down. It will make this team a play-in tournament team to literally a team fighting for scraps. That's how big, in my opinion, this deal was to keep Josh Giddey around. It makes us a better team overall. And there's not many players that you could truly say makes everybody better. But I think Josh Giddey would be one of them. Do you agree with me? Am I overhyping him a bit too much? Look, man, that's my guy right there. Australian bond can never be broken. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for more. Take care, and peace.